Okay, welcome to video number 2. This is I'm going to walk you through installing one of these blogs and show you how easy it is to use to install using the Backup Buddy plugin, which is installed with the blog using the import buddy.php script, etc. As you can see on this domain, I'm going to refresh it. Okay, so there are no files on this blog at the moment. There are only two things we really need to do. I'm inside cPanel for this domain. One is to create a MySQL database, and one is to install two files, the zipped up blog and the import buddy.php script, and that's it. Well, then you go through the installation process. So what I'm going to do before I create the MySQL database is I'm going to go ahead and upload those two files, because while they're uploading, I can show you how to create a MySQL database, and hopefully everything will kind of, it'll finish uploading once I'm done with the database, etc. So go ahead and click File Manager. And what I do is I have the document root for that particular domain selected, as well as I tick the box Show Hidden Files, and then click Go. Okay, and then I'm going to click Upload. And in Firefox, you just place click your cursor inside the Browse text field. Chrome, you might have to click Browse, etc. So double-click Import Buddy. Oops. That should only take a few seconds. However, my internet connection is not brilliant, so now I'm going to double-click the ads. This is, in this case, the AdSense blog. I'm going to double click that. It's around 13.6 megabytes or so. This will probably take my internet maybe 3 minutes. It could take yours 20 seconds. So, because see, at the moment I'm only getting 69 kilobytes, 68 kilobytes a second, which is quite slow. So it's saying 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Now it goes up to 136. Anyway, so the point is, it shouldn't take you more than a few minutes. So let's go back to cPanel, and we'll click MySQL Databases, and we'll quickly create a database. Now what I usually do is I have a notepad file that I just have it ready to go. I don't necessarily type database info, database name, and all that, but this is just to show you what I'm doing here. And then I also have the blog login information, which is in your README first text file. So, at the very least, have your maybe open up a notepad file and be ready to paste in your database information, so you can have that ready for the installation process. Right, so the first thing I'll do, so you could type whatever you want, keep it to maybe 5 or 6 characters. I'll do something like adsbl for AdSense blog, something like that. Excuse me. Click Create Database. Okay, so now this is my new database. And so I'm going to right click and copy, and I'm going to paste here for my database name. Alright, and then click back, or go back. I'm just going to move this down a little bit, get rid of that robo form. And same thing with database user. We're going to add a new user now. Okay, so maybe adsbl 11 for 2011, whatever you want to do. I think 5 or 6, 7 characters, something like that. Can be whatever you want. And then password, I'll just go ahead and click password generator. And once you have a password you're happy with, could be the very first one, you don't have to click through like I'm doing, say that one, then it's gonna be hard to see on my screen, but what I do is Control C, and I'll copy that, and I'll paste in my notepad file my password, and then I'll click, I have copied this password in a safe place, and then select use password. Okay, and that's what we typed in a second ago. We've got our new password, and then click create user. Right, so this is our new user, so right click that, copy, paste it in here for username. So we've got a database name, our username, and our password. Okay, you can see the password there as well. Click go back, we're just about done. And now we want to add the user to the database. So we click add, select all privileges, click make changes. Okay, that user has been added to that database. Click go back. Actually, you can go back to the home page of cPanel now because that's completely done. Right, so the MySQL database is done. Excuse me. 13.69 megabytes has been completely uploaded. Right, so we've got both of our files uploaded. I'm going to click back to home, and I'm just going to click reload. Okay, now you can see this htaccess file. I don't like to have that there. I just like to get rid of it. So I select it and click delete, because all I want are these two files. There's already a .htaccess file inside this zip.blog zip file. So that's all we need. Alright, so let's go back to our domain. We got a / already there. We want to type in importbuddy.php. Now here's step 1 through 6. Okay, so all we do is, you can see the backup blog there, the backup zip file there. Click next step. Step 2 of 6, just click next again. Step 3 of 6, all files have been extracted. It says done. That's good. Click next step for step 4. I'll just move this down a little bit just to make sure you can see everything on the screen. So this is where we have our notepad and our database information handy and ready to go. So I'll just Control C or right click copy, however you want to do it, and then paste, and then Control C, grab my password, paste that in, and then click next step. Now step 5 is kind of adding this new database information and replacing out the old database information. Normally in the past you'd have to do that manually by going into phpMyAdmin, running some SQL queries and all that stuff. Okay, so now we're on step 5 of 6, and it says import complete. Excellent. So now all we want to do is click the delete import and migration files. So we click that, and voila, that is it, folks. This is what you want to see. Thank you for choosing Backup Buddy. You might see these little sort of warning icons. You know, Backup Buddy.dat couldn't be deleted. I just ignore this stuff. I think it even says on Backup Buddy's support page, just pretty much ignore that. This is what you want to see. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, so let me just delete. Now basically we want to go to our URL. We want to go to our home page, and I do that just by highlighting that, getting rid of it, hitting enter, and we should see a nice blog all installed and ready to go. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to go back here and click reload. Alright, so we've got the entire blog already extracted. That's what importbuddy.php did, but we don't need importbuddy.php anymore, so I'm going to highlight that. We don't need importbuddy.text either. So I usually, you don't have to do this. It's not going to hurt your blog in any way, but if you want to get rid of those two files, highlight them, click delete, and everything else should be ready to go. Now, in order to log into your blog, you have your domain /wplogin.php. Go back to my notepad file where I had this information ready to go. Paste in admin, Control C, Control V to paste, and then log in. And I'll just show you quickly, but hopefully you can see how simple that was. You just create a MySQL database, paste that information into a notepad file or something similar so it's ready to go. It's handy because you'll need it for step 4 of the import buddy PHP installation process. It's up to you if you want to have your blog login details ready to go as well. It just depends on your own style, I suppose, but it's very, very simple to install these blogs, and it should be as simple as what you just saw. Steps 1 through 6 working fine. Sometimes sometimes things happen and they don't go quite to plan. Sometimes I'll completely get rid of the database, create delete the database, start over again, delete all the files from File Manager, re-upload them, and just try it again. And usually the second time will work if So just try that. If for some reason it doesn't work, just delete everything, delete the database, recreate the database, reinstall the re-upload the files. It takes minutes, and just go through the import buddy process, steps 1 through 6 again, and if it doesn't work, of course, you can just contact me. But it should. And right, so here's the blog. I'm inside the blog now. Just wanted to mention quickly what I highly recommend you do, just so you don't forget, is once you're logged in, is click on users and click edit. And at the very least, move this down a little bit. At the very least, change your password. So instead of this being the password, just change it to something else. Something hard to guess, or something long with maybe some symbols in it, and uppercase and lowercase, etc. Oops. So that's the very least I would do, and then you click update profile. So you type in a new password. Obviously that's not going to match, but you type in a new password. Notate that password. If you change it to something else like that, make sure you have a notepad file so you can remember if you ever need to log into your blog, write that stuff down. I always do. And while you're here, you might as well change your email. You might have just change your email address while you're here. What's nice about changing it here is it updates it in for the contact plugin, as well as on the settings general, which I'll go over later. But once you log in, change your password, change your email, click update profile, and you're ready to carry on customizing the rest of the blog. Such as changing out hop links and adding AdSense, etc., which I'll get into a later video. But as you can see, it installed perfectly. It's ready to go, and that's about it. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video.